If you want to set weekly new appointments starting from this week when you turn on the ads on Meta, then this is the right video for you. I put ads in this month is the 21st today, and we started on 1st of January 2026. We booked in total 14 calls and we already closed 2 deals, and we have overall 6 more upcoming closing calls. And in this video, I'm going to go over what offer or how you should present your offer, in what creatives, how you should build up your funnel, and then how to split test those ads to run them on the low budget between $500 and $1,000 per month. And then how to optimize this every day with, for example, a chatbot with ChatGPT, so you can always get towards the right direction, and how you should in general work to get the best performance from your ads, to not spend too much money on creatives which don't work. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nour Miguel and I scaled my agency past $10,000. I'm on the way towards $100,000 per month. And in this channel, on this YouTube channel, I'm documenting everything what I'm doing in my life, specifically in my agency. So starting out with the offer, if you have any marketing service, you should just take one niche where you already had success. In my case, we had success in the SaaS game, and therefore we focus on B2B SaaS, where we landed a lot of appointments previously through YouTube. Now we're doing it through Meta ads, and therefore we just took this specific niche and we took lead gen, appointment generation for this specific niche. When it comes towards the creative, we called out then the ICP very, very clearly. For example, one of our ads is, if you are a B2B SaaS founder tired of and then paying for meetings that don't show up, we want to help you scale. And then we have different variations and we split them as 10, but I'm going over split testing later on. Then it comes towards the funnel. You should be aware of your numbers very, very clearly. Meaning, how much do you spend per click? How much do you spend per booked call, per qualified or showed up call? How many booked settings do you have? How many showed up? How many booked closings you have? And how many showed up? And then obviously how many won opportunities or how many won deals, and also then the total revenue. You should always have these numbers in front of you, so you always know where's the break, because later on when you take other setters and closers, other people who are setting and closing for you, you should always have a system which you can just monitor. If you're doing it yourself, even better, not even better, it's necessary you do it always. The best tool, or the tool I'm using to track my data, but also using it as a CRM system, is Go High Level. I have a dashboard where I just have very simply these stats which I just told you about. Coming towards the funnel, we use straight up forms or Facebook forms with 2, 3, 4 questions where we ask about, hey, do you already spend something on Meta ads, for example? What is your role? We still split testing in there, but when you have a budget between $500 and $1,000, you don't have that much budget to split test these many forms and these many creatives. So in total, I would focus on 2 or 3 creatives, run them for 24 or 48 hours, always shutting them down over the night. And then I would check who has the highest conversion. And when you already have setting calls from these ads, then I would take a look at the calls and which have the highest quality. Because, for example, if ad A gets you 2 book calls and the ad B gets you also 2, but these are completely wasted kind of, now I'll focus on the second one. So always take a look also at the setting calls, not only about of the number, how many leads you got, how many appointments you booked through that. Now with the Facebook form, we have an automation set in Go High Level where we then send them the confirmation again for the lead magnet, because we have attached a lead magnet which is explaining exactly a case study what we've done for one of our clients. And then also pitching for a call. So normally we have the opt-in page, but we're skipping the opt-in page because we have the direct Facebook form. And then therefore they go directly on the VSL page. They take a look at the VSL and then they straight away can book a call into our calendar on the next page. Very important. When a lead comes inside, we give them 1-2 minutes to just take a look at everything, but we immediately give them a call. And we, out of all of these 14, or out of these contacts we generated from the ads, let me just put the timing right. We have 29 contacts, 29 leads, and we booked 14 setting calls out of those. This is only possible because we call them immediately up and put them into our calendar. I highly advise you doing this. Now coming to split testing, like I said, I would split test between 2 and 3, depends on your budget, and changing some variations of the ad. I would focus on one ad design and just calling out straight away the ICP, which is like, if you are a, and then niche, tired of, problem, and then we want to help you scale. Very simple, very, very straight up. Depends on your niche. When you're working B2B and you're targeting CEOs and founders, I would go with something like this. Our prospects actually appreciate in a setting call that they say, hey, you directly called me out. That's why I'm so interested to jump on a call, because you just talked to me specifically. When you just keep it broad, the CEOs and founders or the ICP you're targeting will not feel that you strictly or directly talking to them. Now coming towards your routine, or what we are doing every day, which is we are downloading a CSV from our ad account over today and over the past days from the beginning of the month. And we have a ChatGPT prompt or environment where we just put it in and it's documenting always, okay, cost per lead, cost per show appointment, and so on and so forth. And he sees overall what also happened in the past and understands, okay, when this is not giving you this cost per lead, for example, then you should take a look at it when the budget is over X and you don't have this many leads, then you should shut it down. So he's giving you some benchmarks and just calculating everything together based on the input he has and based on what he sees in your ad account. And therefore you're tracking completely of your numbers. So you don't need to do these manually. You just see, okay, what he's calculating. When is a ad running good, running not good? What are the benchmarks? And therefore also you can then focus on the outliers, on the winners, to create new winners. So when you have, for example, out of this 3, you have only one winner, you can ask ChatGPT then, okay, based on this outlier and this target audience we're reaching and with a problem we are just talking in this ad about, give me 2, 3 new variants out of this. And then you can just pick another 2 and let them run again. In the beginning, I advise to start with something like between 10 and 30 US dollars and budget. Depends on what your budget actually is. Because when you see results in 1-2 weeks and you're already hopping on setting and closing calls and you already closed some deals and you see the return of ad spend, then I would highly advise you to just spend more and just enter this wheel of re-engineering, creating new creatives, taking a look at the winners, and just creating new winners, and always split test them between 2 and 3. If you don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste money on ads, and you want to get setting calls, closing calls in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and you want to master inbound sales calls, then there's another video down below where we explain more in depth kind of how this works and how we might be able to help you. And when you like this video, then most probably we will see each other in another YouTube video. Bye-bye.